Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Suicide Squad's box office figures. I haven't talked about it much in my last couple of videos, even though my most recent video I did talk about it. And I talked about some predictions, and so we're going to just follow up on that, alright? So Box Office Mojo has finally produced Suicide Squad's box office updated figures as of October 30th, 2016, which would be yesterday. Today is October 31st, 2016. It's Monday. If you look at its domestic total, it's $324,673,191, and its worldwide gross so far is $745,173,191 as of October 30th, 2016. Now, what does that mean? It means that when you look at its all-time box office, it's now at the 75th place, displacing the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and The Wardrobe. So it has crossed that. I predicted that in the last video that it would happen. But one of the things I want to just make note of with Box Office Mojo is still they don't have the foreign amounts very accurately stated. There is a change in these foreign amounts, these foreign figures. So I think they need to make adjustments for those. But anyway, it's a milestone. It passed the Chronicles of Narnia. That's pretty big, I would tell you right now. Here's another thing that's very interesting. When we look at its multiplier, when we divide its domestic gross by its opening weekend, we get 2.428693381936546, right? Basically, roughly, it's 2.43. So it has a multiplier now of 2.43. I believe Man of Steel had a multiplier of 2.45, I think it was, or thereabouts. So that Suicide Squad is creeping up on Man of Steel's multiplier. Alright, and that's also very interesting. Here's another important point. When we look at the weekends for Suicide Squad's weekend now is the 13th weekend at the box office. It had a drop that weekend of 26.6%. That mirrors what Deadpool did. Once again, showing the similarities between the two movies. Of course, Suicide Squad is winding down, but there's something else very interesting I want to show you. Now, if you look at Suicide Squad's trajectory, it means that it will pass Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. It will do that once they keep Suicide Squad in cinemas, which, by the way, the longest DCEU film in cinemas so far is Man of Steel, which stayed 14 weeks. Now, if they allow Suicide Squad to play in cinemas still, it's going to pass that, I do believe. So all of those things need to bear in mind as we talk about Suicide Squad. But more importantly, when we look at the projection, if they keep it in cinemas, all projections are that it's going to go past X-Men Days of Future Past. And we believe somewhere it's going to land somewhere between X-Men Days of Future Past and Shrek Forever when it winds everything down. And for the pundits who said that Suicide Squad would come close to 750 million, if not passing it, guess what? They were 100% correct. Suicide Squad is now closer to 750 million than it is to 740 million, as it's going on the other side of that $10 million interval. So I thought this was very interesting for you guys to check out. My predictions for Suicide Squad are that it lands somewhere between the 72nd and the 73rd position. I think it will displace, when all is said and done, X-Men Days of Future Past, which came out in 2014. I'm actually looking forward to that landmark. And then the next landmark I'm looking forward to is when it passes $750 million mark. So will it be able to do that? I think it will, because even though I must admit Deadpool did wind down within 3 million, and Suicide Squad may wind down before it hits 750 million. One thing that's certain is I think it has enough juice in it to pass X-Men Days of Future Past. We'll see if that happens. That will be a big milestone as well, if Suicide Squad can do that. So on that note, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. You guys have a great one.